Racism in the 21st century is a lot like COVID-19 in that a bunch of the cases appear to be asymptomatic. Our problem is not blacks and whites, but rather commies and non-commies. You can tell that this commie lust for leveling is the real problem because of what happens when you point out that you do not violate God's law when it comes to your treatment of blacks. You hire them, you befriend them, you go to church with them and take the Lord's Supper together with them, you sing together with them, but that's never going to be good enough for them. They want you to purge yourself of all that invisible racism in your system, the racism that has to be there. They've been told that it must be there by their prophet with the evil eye. Their message has no hope, no grace, no forgiveness, no kindness, no love, and no peace. Their message is green and cancerous. Reject it. Walk away. Have nothing to do with it. If your pastor's messages are starting to appear green and cancerous around the edges, inquire about it once and maybe twice. Then, as the saying goes, put an egg in your shoe and beat it. A warped spasm of righteousness. One thing that can be said about a riot, or any enthusiastic mob action like pulling over a statue of some deceased white guy, is that it is exhilarating. The adrenaline flows, and if the slogans on the placards are to be believed, the cause is really, really righteous. We are talking about something that feels like genuine moral superiority, and everybody's yelling, and the crowd is surging back and forth, and the riot control cops look just like the bad guys in the movies you watch. But there are some problems. This feels like righteousness, but measured in the scales of the temple, it is entirely bogus. Your leader up there, the one who has pressured 3 different girlfriends to get abortions, is someone who has murdered 3 more black lives than I have. Come to speak of it, the same thing is true of that line of cops over there. All of them have killed 3 fewer black people than your angry brick-throwing leader has. Yes, but we are marching because Black Lives Matter. I see. And how many black people have your Black Lives Matter riots killed so far? Are you keeping track? Do you know any of their names? How many black livelihoods did your helpful riots burn down? This whole movement is a burning, sulfurous sink of iniquity, corruption, and hypocrisy.